Sean O'Malley has not looked back after making his UFC debut in 2017. He rose to the position of one of the best bantamweight competitors in the organization, thanks to his superior hitting, lethal kicks, and knockout power. The UFC fighters fraternity only have positive things to say about him. Sean O'Malley was raised in poverty, but has now found success, and he never forgets to give back to those who helped him to get where he is. Nothing here was assured. It was going to happen in his head. O'Malley expressed his emotions in an interview, saying, "I did see all this occurring, and I did see me getting into the UFC. So let's take a deep dive into the UFC fighter's millions and how he spends all that ridiculous money." Fans recently got an inside look at Sean O'Malley's money management and investments. Being famous and wealthy as a young person is typically not desirable. The UFC rising star, however, recently displayed maturity beyond his years when he disclosed how he manages his finances to position him for success in the future. O'Malley provided viewers with a look at his properties in the little documentary For Anatomy of a Fighter. Young athletes frequently spend their money on luxuries like sports cars, jewelry, and watches, but according to O'Malley, buying numerous homes and land is a more sensible investment. The UFC fighter did, however, make it clear that buying real estate is not something he does just for pleasure or to brag about. Instead, he views it as an investment that will eventually pay off. He talked about this firsthand. "I've always been quite excellent with money, and once you get a certain amount in your bank account, you start to feel like you want to make a purchase. I want to get a car or other crap. Well, I don't need to do that, I think to myself. I occasionally have the impulse to acquire something extravagant. I intend to invest $100,000 to $200,000. Like, if I purchase a house, I still experience the rush of purchasing an investment. So, in a way, that is how it happened." Sean O'Malley acknowledged that he has a certain amount of time to build his money as he looks back on his career in retrospect. The 27-year-old stated that his objective is to be financially independent by the time his career is through in light of this. Can't blame him for that, can we? He even talked about why he's carrying out these certain activities as of now, even though he's young and in his prime years and can do everything to enjoy his life to the fullest. "Yeah, I'm investing my money because I don't want to have to work any jobs I don't want to when it's all said and done. I would like to be free. I'm financially free right now. If I keep winning fights, I can do anything the fuck I want. But I want to be able to finish it in 10 years, 12 years, or 15 years. To me, that sounds like an amazing retirement plan." As careless and spontaneous as Sugar Sean might seem on the outside, he's quite literally the opposite of that. The 28-year-old made headlines when he once said that he would only fight rated opposition for more money. And after signing a new UFC contract, it appears that he may have received his way. O'Malley, however, has high expectations for his bout purse and is confident that he has the ability to meet them. On ESPN's DC and RC program, O'Malley stated, "I actually recently sat down with the UFC, re-signed with them, and I had a terrific talk with Sean Shelby. I walk in and tell them, hey, I want to make this much money. How can I go about doing that? What must I do in my capacity as the UFC's commercial partner in order to achieve financial success? For myself, I want to reach the stage where I'm earning $1 million per fight. Naturally, I'm not there at the moment, and that's not the claim I anticipate making against Pedro, but that's where my thinking is right now." At this point, he's wondering, what do I have to do outside the UFC? He wants to walk in there and ask. He's obviously carrying out his duties inside the UFC. The guy is turning off people's lights and attracting attention to the sport. Obviously, he hasn't defeated anyone in the top 10. So what can he do to increase his income outside of the UFC? I mean, he's still balling out even though the bantamweight fighter hasn't even defeated a top 15 player. At the end of the day, he's winning. Whatever Sean is doing is effective. And that's all from our side on how the top bantamweight fighter spends his money. There were some amazing things to break about his spending habits, so we hope you loved and enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment below on what the next video should be about. See you in the next one.